Hello everyone. So today I just wanted to show you what you can expect to be blooming, especially if you're in the same growing zone as me, same growing condition as we are here. And of course, if you're growing the same plants or if you would like to grow some of the same plants that I have here, just know that you can grow them and you might be getting blooms next year. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we'll go ahead and start here. So this is Edgeworthia Chrysantha, and this has been blooming since February. I cannot say that word, February, and it is still blooming. They're about to fall off, the blooms that is, but look at how beautiful they are still hanging on. But look at the bottom there. It's just a sea of blooms. So if you're in the same growing zone as me, this is a good plant for you to grow as well, and it has a scent as well. And so you'll get this, and then later on, after the blooms fall off, you will start to get leaves. So beautiful plant, beautiful structural plant. All right, and we'll just go ahead and head that way. All right, if you see weeds, I apologize. Kind of behind with the weeding stuff because the weather has been not conducive to coming outside to plant things or to take care of the garden. So today is windy again, not as much as the other days. So this is, I think people call this jade magnolia. We bought it labeled as Japanese magnolia. No fancy name or anything like that, just Japanese magnolia. So if you're in the same growing zone as me, same growing condition, you can get something like this. So same with this plant, you'll get the blooms first, followed by the foliage. It has a slight fragrance, but pretty bland, so you might not even notice the scent, but there is a slight scent. All right, so now we come to this plant. This is a fairy blush magnolia, and look at all the buds. So some of the blooms have already been spent. The blooms are very delicate, so they get knocked down by the wind a lot, and they don't stay on the plant for very long. But what I like about this one is that it has the best fragrance. So if out of all the flowers I have here, this is my favorite. And of course, this is my opinion. So it's the fragrance is a mix of ripe bananas, honey, vanilla, and a sweet, tangy after scent fragrance, if that makes sense. So anyway, if you can get your hand on it, I would definitely recommend it. Very beautiful flower and has the best fragrance, in my opinion, of course. Later on, we'll go to the front and you'll see another one with more blooms still attached. So here's another bloom. So when it's not open yet, it looks like this. All right, we'll head over there. All right, next we come to another Japanese magnolia, and isn't she beautiful? This is actually the first tree that I planted on this property, probably the first plant that I planted. Look at how beautiful it is. This was planted in 2016. So I would say 9 years now. Is that right? Yeah, going on 9 years. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. This is the best year for it so far. And I'm glad that I got to share this with you, because usually I get busy or something just happens and the blooms will get knocked down or get damaged by the weather. But this year, I'm so thankful that I'm actually recording this. So look at how beautiful and grand it is. So this is what 9 years looks like for this plant. Of course, I prune it pretty much maybe every other year, and I did cut back the leader because I wanted a little bit more bushy, and I did not want it to get that tall. So if you were to plant this and did nothing to it, it could get pretty tall, taller than this. All right, so probably this doesn't count, but these are peaches blooms. I just think they're beautiful on their own and in their own right. Look at that. So if you're in the same growing zone as me, you can definitely grow peaches. Look at that. I can't really tell if I have peaches coming out yet, but I can tell with this pear right here, looks like I might be getting some pear soon. Look at that. You see those? Now, I'm not an expert with growing fruits, but I think those are little baby pears forming. So hopefully they're not going to get infected or infested with any pests, because as you know, growing edibles, especially fruit trees, come with a lot of pest pressure. So look at the beautiful blooms right there. Now, they don't really smell good. They smell horrible. I think you can describe it as the scent of pea. Anyway, there it is. So I'm excited to see if we're gonna get some viable pears out of this pear tree. And this was planted, I believe, in the fall of 2024. That one is a pear tree too, but this one leafed out a lot later, and so far, this is the second season here. No bloom still. So that's very interesting. Wait, is this a bloom? Nope. I see something right there. Nope, no blooms. Very interesting. All right, and I think everybody can grow daffodils. So a lot of the daffodils have come up already, and they're already ready, saying goodbye for the season. Ooh, ant bed. I need to take care of that very soon. Here's another two. Very pretty. But you can grow all kinds of daffodils. The early ones have already died back. So late February and early March can be very fickle. So there were hyacinths over here, and they're already gone for the season. Look at that. And I didn't get a chance to show these to you, but yes, I think I have some videos that I posted on Instagram that I can show you. But yes, of course they were a lot smaller when the videos or video was taken. They got a lot bigger, but of course nothing to show now because they're gone. These were here, now they're ready to say goodbye for the season. Hopefully we'll still get some more blooms, but very unlikely. All right, so we are in the front garden now, and I am so amazed with this Camellia this year. This is the best that it has done. This is April Blush Camellia, and usually I was not getting anything in previous years, but this year a lot of the buds stayed or have stayed on. And look at these. These are going to be coming. These are going to open up in the future. And I see a wasp there. Anyway, I have been enjoying all the beautiful blooms from this April Blush Camellia. This is the best that it has performed in all the years that it has been here. And it has been here since 2020. So, and I have two right there. Look at that. But the early wonder, Camellia, these two are japonicas, I forgot to mention. And these buds did not make it. I don't think any of the buds made it from the winter. I think these didn't make it because overall they opened up more than the April Blush. So because of that, they were more susceptible to the winter temps is what I'm thinking. So, but I still kind of have like little buds right there. I hope that they will turn into viable blooms, but we will see. So look at how many buds there are that could have made it. All right, so I can smell the scent of this Fairy Blush Magnolia from all the way from where I was earlier. And it smells so good. But this is the other plant. Look at how many buds that have not yet opened and how many blooms there are already. It just smells so divine. Look at that. All right, and last but not least, this is Candy Stripe Creeping Phlox, and I have this all over the different garden beds, and this is its time to shine. So it was not doing anything, and then all of a sudden, like boom, you get almost like instant buds that decided to open up. So I have it here. I wanted to have it fill up this whole space like this right here, so it will create a nice drift. Here is the patch with just the pink. Hoping this would keep spreading and have a nice drift of it along the border here to there and farther. Anyway, very easy plant to grow. All right, so as you saw, if you live in the same growing zone and same condition as I do here, you can grow these plants and they can perform beautifully for you, even with snow that we had, crazy wind and temperatures below 20 degrees, these can still do really well for you. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And until the next one, take care and bye for now. Well, thank you again for watching the video. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe and watch some of the other videos. The video links are up above for you. So with that, thank you so much in advance. Take care and bye for now.